This is Practical Print. Today we're doing Talk in Tarot. So go ahead, drop your questions into the chat, the comments, whatever it is on your platform of choice. While those are coming in, I'll go ahead and do some shuffling. No better way to kill the time. Hope you're doing well. We'll run for a little under an hour today. Gotta get to work a little early. But yeah. Finally, all caught up on the Tarot Time social media. So that's good. It's been a while since I've done social media for Talking Tarot, but it is what it is. Hey Kyle, how's it going? Sure. Let's go ahead and find our deck. It looks like we're using Destiny. I'm doing well. Don't know that I've seen that shorthand before. Okay, we'll see. This might come out as two pieces, it might just be one. Because there's the live long and there's the successful part. Easily different ways. Oh no. It's only an issue when I can't figure it out. Just figure out something better. Let me just. Okay. Hey, Miss Coco Bit. How's it going? I'm sorry. Doing well. Almost the weekend, so that'll be nice. I think that might be all the cards. Let me check real quick. Hey, Lua. Lua Domar. How's it going? So So this one has extra info. Are we answering together? Okay. So the combination of the three, speaking to Kyle, is going to give you your yes, no, or in between. And then this one, like the tarot card itself, will hold its more traditional meaning. So we've got Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and Knight of Pentacles. I'm pretty sure these are all yeses. Let me check my reference real quick, though. I feel like I don't usually get the royalty. Because, yeah, Knight of Swords is like the only one to look out for there. And that's Knight of Pentacles and Queen, but that's all fine. So yes, as far as the live long and prosper. As far as details from Knight of Pentacles, you've got detailed and committed. The Knight of Pentacles is a bit more methodical, thorough. So the suggestion there is to take some time to do planning. You don't need to do a whole personality shift if that's not natural, but it definitely encourages you to put some thought into that future. There you go. Go ahead and shuffle those out. And that's all you need to do. No problem. Go ahead and ask your question. I use software that connects multiple platforms, so I don't have a wait list, or at least not a technical one. So yeah, both of you, Miss Coco and Lua, go ahead and just ask your questions. And we'll just do that. Let's see. Let's one of these two. So we'll be using Prisma Visions for this one. Okay, we'll find out. Miss Coco. So the way you ask it, it could just be a yes, no. I'll see if we can get a sense of whether he's leaning more one way or another, or if he's not quite there, which way he goes. Estrella, yes. Go ahead and ask a question, and we'll just get to them as we've got the time. Okay. Yeah, Estrella, I can do that. I'll talk through it first, but yeah, I can also type it. It just doesn't feel that strong. So do I only have the 2? Okay. So we've got, you just saw us do, oh, sorry, I don't actually have a green screen. So, okay. You just saw us do a yes, no for Kyle. Yours is similar, except we're missing a card. So we've got a little more wiggle room. As for meaning, yeah, I think both your cards are relevant. Leaning a little more into the left. So we've got the devil and tiny elephants. Okay. This would be leaning away from seeing you as a good friend. Not to say that he doesn't. The devil would be a no. Tiny elephant would be a yes. And this card is specific to this deck, which is hopefully why you've never heard of it. So leaning away from there. As far as elements, he doesn't necessarily think you're good for him. And don't misinterpret. That's not that he doesn't think you're good enough. It's just whatever balance, chemistry. He thinks it's not well aligned. However, Tiny Elephants deals with a change in perspective, something that you actively do. So you definitely have a possibility of swaying him, but you're looking at a long-term sort of commitment to pull that off, because he is tilted away from the good friend orientation. So yeah, it's really up to you whether or not it's worth that investment trying to persuade and pull him over. So yeah, no problem. Hey, peace and freedom. Go ahead and ask a question. We've got a few we need to do, but we're gonna we have plenty of time. We can do them all. Lua. After Lua, we've got Estrella and then you, please. So, all right. Asking about a project 6 months out. Let's see. Which deck is going to answer this? I would not. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Prisma again. This one's a little typical of work and finances. It's also got insight into people, but a lot of the other decks will take those questions too, just depending. And I don't need to shuffle this much. Okay. Let me just set those aside. Movie cards is a lot to be holding into one hand, even for hands of my size. Let's see. Yeah, I think we found them. I guess you guys are more oriented that way. Okay, we've got some details in these two, and otherwise this is a yes/no like you've seen from the others. 3 of swords, 8 of swords, 6 of swords. Hard no. We're not making money yet. 6 of swords, 3 of swords. 3, I refer to this as the reality check, and it is a rough one. Most likely, it finds out that this project isn't actually well suited for whatever you're intending it. You can also think of this as a, well, there's another card that's better for backstab, but it can be a rude awakening when this one kicks in. 6 of swords says move on. It is a hard pass. So you've been warned at this point. It's not paying off, but if you love it, maybe it's worth doing it. But it's not going to be sustainable. Well, it's not financially sustainable. It'll still be a net negative for you on your wallet, at least. Okay. Australia. All right, and which part does those? Deserta, like Juve. We'll just highlight this one. Better summarizes, and we'll type that into the chat afterwards. Don't worry. It's Sylvia's vision of Juve. These two. Yeah, we're doing Destiny. Let's see. Yes, it is your turn. So yeah, just finding cards right now. Maybe some like that would probably have what we need. Okay. the very utmost. A little bit more space. Yes, I will. Okay. Or is that just some overlap? That's fine. Okay. This is the one that most directly answers the question. This is how he sees Judith. Feelings toward her, thoughts towards her. This would speak to an influence in his life. It relates to the question, but these are going to be the primary answers you're looking for. And let me shift these a little so that you'll be able to see better. Okay. The Chariot. Okay. And then we've got the Hanged Man, the Empress, and we've got, what is that? 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is all very positive. Chariot, there's usually a fast energy, but we've also got notes of victory, really, success. So definitely views Judith positively. Thoughts, the Empress is the female archetype. So there's a strong maternal view of her. That probably oversimplifies it a bit. A capable woman. The Empress is powerful. And that's not a skip on that part. Feelings, we've got the Hanged Man. And this basically a change of heart is what's going on. I'm not too worried about it in this context, given our other cards. But it's possible that previously they've been heartbroken or to love, and they're opening up to that. So as far as the 8 of Pentacles, and I'm not sure we need to dig into this too much, the notes there are achievement and education. And as far as the influence that's playing, can't think of a clean way of saying that. It's his values have been matured. He's been educated, so he's not base or simple. And that's really what that comes down to. That's what's influencing his actions here. But it is fairly light. So as far as summarize that, I don't know his name right. That's probably going to be the best summary. And you're on Twitch, yeah, and that'll go. And you can see it up there anyways. I would be the host. So there you go, Strella. Let me know if you have questions. And now, Keith. Did you ask your question? Oh, I don't know that Peace did. Well, if Peace hops back on, we can do something. We'll go ahead and switch to this for now. I don't think we really got anything on personality. And it feels like it's stretching it. Because the chariot is associated with fast energy. So you could be looking at someone more extroverted, someone who's more outgoing, a little more energetic. But that doesn't sit quite right with me. So I don't think we got anything on that part of it. We could try reading on that if you really want to, but I feel like we've already got the important parts. So I'm a little hesitant to dig much further into it. Hey, Lavina. How's it going? And yes, I'm doing well. This one. This one's getting a good shuffle. Yes, it does. Alright. So that's 4 decks ready to go. 2 more. And go ahead and drop your questions in if you have them. We'll just do them as we get them. Slide together so that. Cylinder. I feel like we're getting a little bend there. All right. Cards are all ready for anyone else who wants to ask the question. And again, if you've already asked one, you can ask another question. So if we want to dig into that, that's okay. And if we just want to chat, that is also fine. Hey Mo, how's it going? Yes. Go ahead and ask your question. Fine. Will they commit and when? Okay, let's find out. Let's no, no. Forgot to turn the computer off. Okay, I figured that's what it was. Is the morning? I'm pretty sure it is. I think that's everything. Let me check and make sure. Let's see. Have it on. Yes, we do. And this is template. Anything else we need to know about? Not really. Okay. So these three are speaking to yes, no, whether he will commit. And this is going to speak to time. So presumably we're getting some sort of yes. Otherwise, I think we would skip that. Ooh. Oh, interesting. And that's Seven of Swords. Yeah. So these are all hard no's. Um, Seven of Swords deals with betrayal, Devil with addiction. Knight of Swords, I'd have to double check, but I remember that's a no. So then what is this tempered pair? So with tempered pairs, you've got the primary card on top. That's the main message, and then the secondary one on bottom. And that modifies, tweaks it in some way. Three of Wands deals with adventure. Knight of Swords, I need to double check. So let's take a quick look. Classic knight in shining armor, ready to defend the honor of another. Shows up when a decision must be made and there is a quick change in life situations. Perhaps there are unpredictable times ahead. Sudden truths may reveal themselves, underlying conflicts may be illuminated. You may not be the cause for these circumstances, but the way you recover is what matters. The energy of this card is driven and assertive. You may be fighting for what you believe in, but it is important to take responsibility for your actions. Fight wisely. So those are the notes there. So as far as what we're trying to say, really focusing on priorities is the message that I'm getting from this. Um, you're going to have unexpected things come up, but as long as you've got your principles and what's important to you ironed out, you're going to be fine. That's the unexpected stuff is where we're getting the adventure. So, yeah. Okay. Any questions on that, Mo? If you do think of anything or want to follow up and clarify, no, in future, he will not. These together are saying no, he's not planning to commit. And yeah, okay. Yeah, it wasn't the not now sort of answer. It was a definite no, not happening. You could fight it if you wanted, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. I'm going for Lavina. We'll just highlight this one. And we'll check this out. Okay. So we're wondering what kind of help, basically, we need. Yeah, looks like we're using Lost Forest. Okay. No. My newest decks are the Lucene ones. This one and this one. Those are new. They're made by the same person as the Destiny deck, which is this one. But no, this is the Lost Forest. This is like the first one I ever purchased, so it's old. It just doesn't get as much use as some of the others. Let's see. Yeah, so you don't need an answer, is the sense I'm getting. Basically, you're able to judge for yourself. Little kids, when they get a scrape or a bruise, sometimes it feels like the end of the world to them. But as we mature, we can tell whether or not we can just put a band-aid on it ourselves or whether we need to go to a hospital. Similarly, I'm getting the sense you can tell what sort of help you need, whether it's stuff you can do yourself or whether you need someone professional. So I know it's not cards, but that's our answer. Any questions on that? Okay. All right. Oh, let me go ahead and always want to give people an opportunity just in case. But yeah, go ahead. I don't mind doing multiple readings, just so long as everybody gets a turn. So, or at least as best we can manage. um, I don't really choose the answers we get. And I guess just to elaborate, like, sometimes you go to the doctor and it's really not a big deal. It's simple stuff, and that's fine. So, I mean, from a practical perspective, if you're really unsure, uh, I would check with a professional. They should be able to say whether it warrants it or not. Hope you guys don't mind. Peace and quiet. Okay. Doing what would be best? One of these two. Right. People really want to theory. You don't have to check from there. Right. Okay. Let's see if we got everything. Hmm. Okay. Just missing that. And then this one. So it is reversed. This one. Okay. And then do we have more of it? Okay, right, we're going to flip. So we've got 3 of Wands, tempered by reversed 8 of Pentacles. We've got 4 of Cups, and we've got 2 of Wands. Okay. Also, I'm still trying to put it together. 2 of Wands usually deals with decisions. 4 of Cups, there's a disconnectedness. 3 of Wands, this came up earlier, adventure tends to be the theme there. 8 of Pentacles, usually there's an element of collaboration, but this is reversed, so I'm going to have to look that up either way. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. We'll look at a few examples. So let's see. Perfectionist, bigger picture, refocus priorities. That's 1. Sorry, I'm just skimming through as best I can. This would be repetition, lack of focus, overqualified. Yeah. Okay. I want to look up 4 of Cups, Because, I mean, looking at these as simply as I can, I feel like it's split 50-50. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and share. We'll be referencing the destiny for this one. We'll try to do it at the time. Four of Cups can show up if you have been hurt in the past. You may be rejecting things that are showing up for you because of this disillusion and underlying restlessness that you feel. It's time to open yourself up and take a risk. In your home life, your relationships, and work, you may feel static energy. It is time to make a small change and get the excitement back in these aspects of your life. Once you do, you will see the potential in front of you, and you will start to enjoy the fruits that the universe has offered to you. Okay. This one focuses more on the solution. Other Four of Cups focus on the disconnectedness and apathy. So, and then I'll go ahead and read Two of Wands, because we've basically read everything else. Make sure we get it. Represents the achievement of a goal. Yeah. There are two wands illustrated on either side. This forms a Roman numeral 2, which signifies a portal, a doorway to another realm. You are moving forward into this portal, taking the next step. The wands represent the two aspects of your situation. What helps you on your journey? What issues hold you back? Plan to move forward. This can be a card of choices. Which path will you choose? Great opportunities are being revealed. Use your higher wisdom to guide you. Yeah. What I'm getting from these lean towards going into the office. Admittedly, it's not a whole lot, given what you said. So maybe it's a fair balance. Yeah. That gets you some revitalizing energy, a little adventure, some help focusing. And then it really is a change, a decision to do so. So, I'm not going to feel offended if you decide to go the other way, just because it's not an overwhelming go to the office. We had to dig pretty deep to find out which way it tilted. But yeah, I think we figured out what it recommends. Yeah, that's fine. Real quick, Lavina, any questions on that? Okay. And like I said, we had to dig pretty deep to find out which way it tilted. It didn't feel very solid. So if for some reason you do end up going the other way, working from home, I don't think that's going to be bad. But it does have a recommendation for going to the office. So. I mean, if you want a more simple answer, go into the office. Plan on doing that for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then you can revisit this, decide if it's helping or not helping you as much. So. Okay. No problem. Okay. That's better get that reoriented. Okay. Maybe talk with your manager and see if you can work out something more short term. But yeah, when it's a permanent option, I can understand that the stakes are a bit more raised. So. When will this come to an end? No problem. Hey Tina, how's it going? Keep it on, keep it on. Gotcha. Hey Anonymous. Those are other details. Okay, we can ask. We're leaning a little more on this left one. Let's just take a look. We've got the Sun, and we've got 9 of Cups. And you're asking for a date. Yeah, really all I'm getting from the Sun is hope, holding on. Let's see. This shouldn't stop you from being happy. That's what I'm getting from the 9 of Cups. I really don't have a deadline or a time, really. We really just got principles of being optimistic, having faith that it'll be over, and not letting that trouble, that affliction, however you want to view it, call it, um, not letting that stop you from being happy. So, sorry, it's not the kind of answer you wanted, but that's what we've got. And then, okay. And then Tina. Is there anything that needs fixing? Let's take a look. That was a question. Okay. Here's cosmic visions. It's not a problem per se. Um, we didn't get cards. Basically, um, it'd be good to be able to answer this question yourself, is really what it comes down to. Rather than relying on external sources of input for directing you on where to go, what to improve, what to fix up. Focus on building up your own capacity and ability to be able to identify what could be better, what could be shored up, however you want to tackle it or look at it. So, sorry to wean you off cards, but it's basically encouraging a little more independence from you. And I guess I will add, there's nothing in dire need. So you're not starting from a deficit. So, yeah. Okay. We've gone a little over, and I need to get to work. So, thanks for tuning in. Fun doing readings for you guys. Have a great day, a wonderful weekend, and until next time.